Lumberjack in his natural habitat, chopping some wood. Just going outside a bit. I haven't done anything all weekend. It's actually Monday night.
Ouais, c'est course ce bumper là, mon homme.
Quoi?
C'est full racing ça?
Yo, it's full in the scrap.
T'as trouvé ça à scrap?
Non, c'est GD qui m'a donné.
Ah.
Yeah, pas vraiment beau. So guys, I had time this week to fix the oil cooler, no, the transmission cooler leaking from the Montero. I went to Kenny U-Poles in Ottawa today, and unfortunately both the coil springs were broken. Fred.
Yeah, what's up?
So both coil springs were broken on the Montero at Kenny U-Poles, so I couldn't buy that. But while I was there, I picked up these Honda Civic coil-on plugs that I'm going to be using for the Evo finally. I got my beginner angle block for the Evo, and I took some nuts for the axle because I was missing one for the other side. What else did I get? I don't remember. Let's take this light and I'll go show you some stuff on the Lexus. This bumper is really ugly. Doesn't fit good at all, like with the exhaust on that side, and on this side I don't know, I don't really like it. It's too low. I'm just gonna get a stock rear bumper, the side skirts, and a stock front bumper for now, and call it a day. I also solid mounted the taillights because they were super loose. Now they don't move at all. Yeah, this bumper has to go. I also installed the front seat steering wheel. I should be doing the passenger seat soon. I just had no time this weekend. So much stuff to do, and I was working on Saturday. What do you guys want to see on this car? Let me know down below. Let's rip off this bumper.
We want to see it roll.
Soon, soon. What about yours, man?
Soon, soon.
It's a lot nicer without the bumper, I find. Man, gotta get to work on this thing. Big update, the injectors are ordered and they're on their way. So I just put the bride seat in just like that. I know it was gonna fit because it fit in my Lexus before. I gotta make the brackets for the bride, and for the Sparko is in all the way, and that's pretty much my cockpit there. I'm thinking I might have to raise the top here a little bit. Right here, I might have to raise this up because it's still pretty low. Not much I can do tonight. Should have my injectors on Wednesday. So as soon as they come in, I'm gonna install these bad boys. I've also figured something else out. I don't know if I've talked about it in a video before. I've talked it with my tuner, and he thinks, yeah, it might be an issue why we're not getting any, why the car isn't starting, besides the injectors being low impedance. Now I'm going to have the high impedance injectors. I'm also going to upgrade to the Honda Civic coil packs, probably. I'm not too sure yet. So that means I need to rewire my coil packs. I need to rewire my injectors. I'm going to have the pin outs for the injectors. I'm still waiting for my reservoir for the clutch master. So here's the thing. Basically, to make the engine run, it runs off two sensors really. You got your cam sensor back there, and then you got your crank sensor, which is on behind the pulley. When I'm cranking it over, I'm getting a signal for the RPM. And normally when you install a RPM gauge, it's off the cam sensor or one of the coils. So I know it's reading an RPM. So I'm pretty sure it's reading off the cam sensor and not the crank sensor. And the crank sensor signal wire is, if you can see here, it's unshielded. So I'm gonna check out all the pinouts. I'm gonna take the harness off again, and I'm gonna check out all the pins to make sure it's right with the ECU. And then I'm gonna run new wire for the crank signal. So basically, the crank signal, you got your power, and then you have your ground, and then you're gonna have your shielded ground. So that negative has to go to the sensor ground, and the shielded portion of that wire has to go to just a normal ground. So right now my ground for my coil packs, my crank and cam signal are all on this thing right here. It's also for my TPS and my bar map. So I'm going to take the harness apart and I'm going to wire the coils. I'm going to rewire the injectors. I'm going to check all the grounds and positive and negatives. Everything's going to be shielded wire. It's going to be all good. And then we'll be able to crank it up. So I'm just waiting for my injectors to come from Carl, KMP. Thanks a lot. We'll be able to get this bad boy running. I know a lot of you are anxious, almost as anxious as me. Anybody wants to hook me up with 2 seats? That's right, unos dos. I need a SFI seat for this side. That seat, I'm looking for a stock Recaro. Once the car is running and able to drive, then we'll do the cage. We're gonna do the rear firewall, and yeah, we're gonna align the car because right now we got major toe in and positive camber bit. Got my angle kit, just a bunch of goodies to get this car running. All right, that's it for tonight. So I'm gonna continue this video when I get my injectors and we'll install them. Physically install the injectors, not wire them. Just letting you guys know. And I gotta push this car back in. That's it. That's all that's in that box. Unboxing done. If you guys want to see the specs of my new injectors, all right, there you go. There you go. See, stock Evo pressure is 43.5 psi, so they'll be flowing like about 775 cc injectors. We can boost it up to 865 injectors. That'll be way enough for my 400 wheel horsepower. Damn, Carl. By the way, this is my tuner, KMP Systems. He's the one who's tuned Fred's car, GS's car. So I think I'm gonna go install these bad boys. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at that injector.
Boop. Would you like a spoon?
This be poor man food.
My spoon
Peanut butter,
is
dude?
too big.
Yeah.
And jam or just peanut butter?
It's just peanut butter.
Dude, why don't you like jam?
It's peanut butter. It's peanut butter. Found it. The key to my garage.
It's unlocked already.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Really?
Yeah, just don't grab the cocaine that's on the table.
Oh, okay.
Or don't throw it.
I'll only take a sniff. Alright. Injector time. Well, I'm not going to change the seals that are down here because I literally just changed them. So, alright. Camera battery died. So what I'm afraid of is once the injectors are installed, that the connectors won't be able to pass. One, two, three. Oh, Carl, did you really do that? Alright, well, a little setback. He didn't actually send me the right injector clips, so I'm gonna have to get him to send me the right ones. Let's install this nice fuel rail. It's gonna look sexy with the yellow. Actually, the stock Evo 123 are yellow, so make it look nice at home. Well, the injectors physically fit. We're only going to be missing the right injector clips, and we're going to rewire the injectors, coil packs, crank cam sensor, and check all the positive and grounds. You guys can see one of those other videos that I brought. The plan for the oil cooler is to sit in here, just like here. So you'll have the engine oil, intercooler, rad, and power steering cooler. Sorry. It's coming along. Parts. Woo! Okay, so about this little fitting here, it's gonna replace the banjo bolt on the rack. So let's just go quick ahead and install this little bad boy. Alright. Alright. High pressure side done. So there's not really much for me to do today. I do have a hockey game to go to tonight. There's a couple of things I'm just going to show you. So we just installed the high pressure fitting. I'm still missing one for the rack. And then we can do the power steering line once the engine is in. What I'll tell you guys is this is a 6-speed manual. You guys could probably read from what car that's from with this code. Ryan lent it to me because he has 3 of these. This is not out of a BMW, by the way, in case you're asking. But it is a 6-speed manual. And I have something in store for a future swap for this one. And I'm going to see if it fits the block. If it does fit the block, then I have a couple of options for the head. And then we'll go from there. But stay tuned for that. That's going to be very interesting if this works out. Since I was working last weekend, I really didn't have a chance to work on any car, and it wasn't really nice at all either. So the plan is tomorrow to work on the Evo. I have a couple of people still asking me like, what's going on? The Evo, stop with the Lexus, get the Evo done. So we got the injectors in. Unfortunately, Carl didn't send me the right clips, so I should have the clips either Monday or Tuesday, and I should have the shielded wire either on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. So next weekend, I'm definitely going to be rewiring this. So that's going to be part of next week's video, which I'm going to start filming tomorrow. I thought the video was a little short, so I'm going to show you guys how I tape my hockey stick. No tape. So at the beginning, I cut off a little strip to cover my knob, because we're mostly hockey sticks split here and up here. So I just wrap it around, and I don't like using the scissor method at the end. So just to get that nice bond, and then I tape from the heel to toe, and I only tape it about maybe a little bit over half. I used to do a lot less. I used to have the Rick Nash. And I always end my tape job at the top of the blade. Just so it's not dragging and then gets loose while you're stick handling. Give it a couple of rubs. Then I got my stick wax. Basically, I put the wax on the blade to keep the tape from coming apart. This is what protects your hockey stick, but also at the same time it keeps the snow off the blade, so your stick is lighter, and it also catches the puck easier. I find it has like a grip to it if you want. So I put a bunch of wax like from up here all the way. Of course, the wax isn't going to stop a skate blade or anything. I just buy the cheap wax, by the way. Those high professional wax, I've tried them before, and I don't know. It doesn't work for me. they're too soft. This is like semi-hard, and on the ice it gets harder. So I don't know. Personal preference. I kind of like it like that. There you go. You should touch your blade and it should be a little sticky from the wax. And that's how I tape my blade. I also normally do a candy cane from about 3/4 to a little bit over half down, because I like the extra grip. I'm not going to change it today because I scored a hat trick last game, so it's kind of superstitious. Don't change it. But yeah, I normally change it every 3-4 games. Take the candy cane off, put it on. This stick is nice because it's all black with no graphics. So. And for the tip, what I do is I cut it down to size. I re-put the little plastic piece on the end. Then I do maybe 1 or 2 turns of orange tape. Write my number on it. And then I do a couple of turns of clear tape. The reason why I do the clear tape is when I'm holding my stick, normally you'll get holes in your palm where you're holding your stick at the top. And with the clear tape, I don't know, it's something I tried years ago, and my gloves just last. They don't, because the tape, it's like oily if you want, so by putting the clear tape it kind of nulls that out, and then your stick, well, your palm of your hockey glove's going to last longer. So hope you kind of enjoyed that video. Stay tuned for next week. We'll be working on the Evo, and we'll be working on the Lexus, and we'll find out what the transmission exactly is for and everything. So stay tuned for that. Hit a like, subscribe for more videos, leave a comment down below what you guys want to see, and hit up my links in the descriptions. I have my website if you guys want to support by buying my brand, Northside Productions, or if you want to go and hit up my Patreon, donate per month. Whatever you guys can donate, it helps. It's awesome. And that's it. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Stand up like a soldier, baby. Yeah, I know you been like that. Gun it like a holster, baby. Show them say you're wicked like that.